Hello out there in YouTube. This is our 4-year and 4-month Lego City update. This video is long overdue. There have been a lot of requests, a lot of comments within YouTube and Instagram for us to please do a YouTube video. Lots of life changes. We've not done much with Lego in the last couple of years. New baby in the family. And that's been consuming a lot of our time, understandably. So it is, let's see, April of 2019. And if you're new to the channel or it's the first time stopping by, we thank you for visiting. Please feel free to comment and let us know what you think. And thank you very much for all of the loyal subscribers, all of the comments, questions and concerns. I know whenever we took some time off to have a baby, I didn't really talk about that much on YouTube, but people actually reached out and wanted to make sure that everything was okay, that nothing traumatic in our lives had happened to keep us away from Lego. But nope, that's not the case. We're still active, just not quite as active as we used to be. So kind of the direction in where we're going with the city. So if you'll look, this is kind of old town and that's new town down there. And this is really modeled or based off of European cities that we've visited. My wife and I have visited. You know, you've got like the old castle walls and some type of hardened structure. Maybe in the past this was used as some type of fortification or defense. And then we have plans to make a castle spires or castle towers in each of the corners, and then part of the wall will be remaining and part of it will be maybe under some type of restoration project, and then maybe some of the wall will actually be non-existent, as though it has fallen over the years. So we're really trying to add a realistic touch to our Lego City, and I hope that that we are able to utilize the building techniques that we have and the building techniques that we learn in order to really capture what we see in our minds. You'll notice that that just about everything in the city is a Lego modular building. We really wanted to allow those original structures to represent themselves. My wife and I both really enjoy building those the modulars, and think that they have done such a good job doing that that we've decided to keep them in the city. And then others like the Green Grocer, we've kind of put our own spin on it. We've replaced bricks with plates and added more texture, and even back here in the back, parts of it are fallen down or kind of decayed over the years. They've shown a lot of wear. But I've learned a lot in building over the last 4 years and 4 months, and we'll probably go back and redo some of these older modulars. So this town square, the cobblestone structure is to resemble that of the German streets and sidewalks. My wife is from Germany, and I and she both liked those cobblestone patterns so much that we decided to reflect that in our town square. There have been lots of comments on our 2x4 Lego brick. And that is our city, like our town center structure. And then you can see that I've actually rebuilt it from our original design. And we've got snot build so that you don't see any of the underside of the plates. And I'll do a video on that, on how I was able to do that in that design. So most recently, just below this modular right here, we have added some type of substructure. Part of that is going to be a pub, and the other one's going to be like a ticketing office and maybe a tourist center, and then there's a set of public restrooms over on the side. With that old world theme, sometimes different structures or different parts of the city needed to reuse existing structures and reuse existing archways and fill those in and make buildings and offices and workplaces using those. So still quite a bit of work to do on the town square. You can see where we've not quite finished it yet. And over here in front of the ticket office is what we've done most recently. Working in and around and filling in the gaps in between the train tracks has probably been the most tedious, but I think it's well worth it, and I think it's coming along quite nicely. So that's it for this end of the town square, and let's head over to the new town. So starting in the center of our new area, our new town of our Lego city, we have the park, and the tree is the focal point of the park, and then the park transitions into the sandy area on the beach, and then from the beach we have the waterway, and then we have along the waterway our 3 different bridges. We've got a wooden, old style wooden bridge, and then we have a newer construction. This is our tram bridge, and then down here we have our old world stone bridge. I'm happy with the way those have turned out. And then if you'll see, along the river, or this waterway here, we've got some type of retaining wall with pillars and posts and archways that have been used to reinforce this wall. The plan is to bring that rock structure all the way around. As you can see, it's not very pretty back here, but it's a means to an end. We've got to get all the big stuff done first. Really happy with the way this water turned out. Those of you that have asked, these are 1x1 modified plates with clips underneath and then tiles on top, and it gives it that really neat 3-dimensional look, as though there's depth in the water. And then over here in Newtown, we've got our brick-built roads, and you can see, oh, hi Wes. You can see the way we've built it with bricks laying on their side, and then we've added plates and tiles to allow for a more distressed look, a little bit more realistic, instead of getting those smooth surfaces. Many roads in real life are not very clean and polished and pristine. And then I came up with a build that would allow me to put in manhole covers, which I think adds a real neat detail. I spent a substantial portion of my time coming up with this angled parking area over here that allows for the road structure to be built in bricks on their side, and then transition into diagonal stripes. Really happy with the way that turned out. And then there's the infamous haunted house. All those of you that are familiar with the channel know that that's been around for a really long time. Where that is sitting is where it used to be in the old city build. That rock structure will be probably twice as large as it is right now, and the train will go back underneath and on top of, in the same fashion that it did in the older videos. We just need to work up to that. So this is a recap on the Lego City, or kind of an update. Some of this is a recap, and some of this is new, for depending on who's watching. And then I guess almost forgot about our tram with power functions. And really happy with the way that turned out. And that comes off like that. I had a lot of fun designing that roof. And this is built, or this is modeled after the Lisbon trams. I've not been there, but I shall go someday. All right, so I think we're going to wrap up the video here. This is long enough. So if you have any specific questions about anything in the city, comments, questions, concerns, please feel free to drop us a line and let us know what those questions and thoughts are. But thanks for visiting. At the time of this making, I think we're at somewhere over 15,000 followers on Instagram and maybe 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. But thank you very much for the support, and sorry for the long delay. Life happens. We're not back, we're just still at it. So thanks a bunch, and we will see you next time.